Hello everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Infiniti, and if you don't know, I'm the face and the voice behind all the content under Infiniti Crafting Co. Today I wanted to show you guys my first yarn haul of 2021. This stack of boxes here, it's only two, but the stack of boxes here were my first two official orders that I received in 2021. And for the most part, they're planned projects. Also, just over my hiatus, I was making a whole lot, and there are holes in my color wall over there that I don't like, so I wanted to plug those in while also racking up on some yarn. So I'm going to show you guys what I got. Alright, so this top box here in my podcast chair, this top box here is the one that I ordered on the 31st of December, I know. And what I got two skeins of this cream color from Joann's Big Twist. I got two skeins of this because if you guys remember back last year, I started knitting patches for plum bobs. I like playing The Sims, so I wanted to make a mood blanket, and I kind of put it to the side for a while. For one, because I was working on so many other things with the brand, but also because I was running out of the background color, and I wanted a nice neutral color for the background, so I've been using this kind of dark cream color, but it's Big Twist, but I bought it back in 2018, so as you all know, dye lots have changed. So I'm looking forward to mixing those darker patches in with the lighter patches and just making it kind of a fun thing. So I got two skeins of that because I probably need them. It's going to be so fun making a patch blanket. I never do patch blankets because of all the sewing and whatnots, but yeah. Also over hiatus, I made this baby blanket set with the fluffy meringue stitch, and then I modified the booties to have it like a fringe around the cuff of them, and I really liked that. It was in white, so I wanted to do more. Good old camera batteries. Alright, so I wanted to do more of those blankets for my website. I was thinking about releasing that product in March, but I think I'll just like leave it up there for whenever the site launches. But I got this mint color. Now I already had a skein of this mint color, but I had plans for it for more beanies. So I got two of these. I got the whole white set out of less than two skeins of Pounds of Love. So I got Pound of Love in this mint color, and I'm going to make a set out of that. I think this time I'll make the hat and the booties first, and then I'll go in and make the blanket. I really like that fluffy meringue stitch. It's not as bad as it looks. Like, it looks really intimidating at first, and then once you actually make it, it's like, oh, this is pretty easy, just like with a lot of things in crochet and knitting. So yeah, I got two skeins of that. I'm excited to use those. I also have this pastel pink. I think it's pastel pink. It might just be pink. No, it's pastel pink. So it looks really, really bright on my camera. But if I put it against my blue shirt, you can see it's just very light pink. So I was also wanting to do a set in this color as well, have up on my website. I've been doing a lot of inventory building over hiatus, so this is just basically fueling that. I also got black. I don't really remember why. I think I don't have like a normal 4-weight black. I think I have a Pound of Love in black, but Pound of Love tends to be a little thinner than, like, say, Big Twist or Red Heart. So I wanted just a standard black to have on my shelf. It's a very rich black too. I never really used Big Twist. Like, most of the time when I use yarn, I use Red Heart because it's like just the go-to, and I usually don't have access to go to Joann's and just rack up on Big Twist. So I don't know, I've always ran a Red Heart, but Big Twist is a good brand too. So yeah, here's my other skein of that pink. And so I think I'm going to tear down my whole shelf and redo it because I haven't done it in a while. Last year when I did all my hauls, I kept saying, oh, I'm going to tear down my shelf. Oh, I'm going to tear down my shelf. And I never really had to, but now I really want to. So I might do that. I might do that in the next couple of days. Actually go ahead and rearrange my yarn shelf. That sounds like a good idea. And in my last channel chat, I talked about the shrug that I'm knitting. I think I buried it alive. I did not. The shrug I'm making in this light sage color, I really like using this light sage for my tutorials because it's easier to see on camera, I've noticed over time. Usually the dark colors are because my background and the lighting and stuff. But anyway, I played Yarn Chicken, so I got this much done of that shrug. So now I have 3 skeins of this, so I can work on this and hopefully have some left over, so when I get into doing more of my tutorials this year, I can use this color. I really, really like this light sage color. So I'm going to put that down. There you go. Like I said, I bought 3 of them, so here are the other 2. Okay, the box you can't see down here. It's easier to reach. The box down here I ordered on January 2nd. So this is actually the first official order that I ordered in 2021 and got in 2021. The packaging slip is still in it. Yay! So when I made this order, I realized that the shelf that was lacking in my yarn was actually my cool shelf. So, little background, guys, I'm an artist as well as a crafter, and color theory and organization, we just mesh very well. So I have my yarn color coded and then separated by fiber. But anyway, I was missing a lot of blues, and now I'm missing a lot of red, orange, and pink. I have no orange, but I have a couple skeins of pink, but that's beside the point. So when I made this order, I was thinking about the blues and some yellow, honestly. I was also thinking about those baby blanket sets that I enjoy making. So I got the creamsicle color, and after I ordered it, I was a little afraid. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if it's really close to the pastel pink that I bought in the other box? And it's not, thankfully. It's a darker color. It's like on the line of orange, which I guess, yeah, creamsicle, dreamsicle, they kind of are orange. But yeah, I was just kind of low-key worried about that. But to my absolute contentment, here we are. So I have 2 skeins of this. Like I said, I got the whole set. I think that fluffy meringue blanket measured 36 inches squared, so pretty nice, decent sized baby blanket. And I got the hat and the booties out of it, and I still had white left over, and I've been making hats with it on my Centro. So it's a really good deal. So I'm looking forward to whatever's left over out of these pounds of love. I'm actually using it for beanies and keep racking up that inventory. I don't know. I'm so weird when it comes to like inventory and my yarn stash because of I like to color and number code everything. Me being me. I think that's why I'm also trying to like double major or minor in accounting or something. I don't know, I'm weird with numbers, okay? But like I said, my cool shelf, my blues, my purples. My purple is actually fine, but my blues, I didn't have any regular blue. And it's a really popular color, especially in the winter. I didn't have much of it, so I wanted to get some of Lion Brand's Basic Stitch because it works really well in my machine. So I'm not sponsored by Lion Brand at all, if anybody's wondering. I'm not. I just typically end up gravitating towards it because it works really well in my Centro knitting machine. Not sponsored by that either, but I use it a lot in my crafts area, and it's been working for me. I've had it since, is it July of 19 or something like that, and it's still working great, and it's, you know, well worth the money. So I've been using those two with one another and just kind of writing out which yarns work with the machine and which ones don't. And by far, at this point, Lion Brand yarns work really well in that machine, like really, really well. So anyway, this blue, it's very beautiful blue, and looking at the camera, it matches my shirt. I'm happy about that. So I got a couple skeins of this. Got a couple skeins of this. And then I got another shade of blue. It's like a sky blue. It says coastal, but it's like a sky blue almost. It's very pretty. So again, hats. I didn't buy enough for big projects. I don't have time for big projects right now. But yeah, so I got those. And oh my god, I got more Pound of Love. I forgot I got this color in Pound of Love. Again, the blankets, the baby blankets. They're so darling to me. I forget, like, because I don't typically make stuff for kids and babies, I forget how precious it looks. And so once I made that baby set, I was just like, oh my gosh, look at it. So yeah. So I'm gonna have to kind of tear down my shelves, and by tear down my shelves, I just mean take all the yarn off of it. I'm not breaking apart my shelves, but I'm gonna have to take everything off of there and put everything back in its place, because that's just how I am. Alright, this one's not blue. This is, actually, I had the gold-ish color of it, and I used it all. Either I used it all or I gave it away. I don't really remember now. But anyway, it's gone, so I needed more of it, so I ordered more of it. And again, this is probably going to go towards hats, because those are the main things that I use my machine for, is just making hats. So I got 2 skeins of this. And then I've gotten something that I've never gotten before, and that is a cone of cotton. Now, the texture of cotton, like when I rub on it, cotton yarn, it's not a good feeling to me. I don't know what it is about it. It's kind of like the feeling of rubbing your nails along styrofoam to me, but that's another story. Anyway, there are some patterns that I have written over hiatus, and some that I am planning that require, or I would prefer to use cotton for. So I have this. It's just your regular sugar and cream, original cotton. I got a cone of it. I've never bought the cones before, mostly because I don't make stuff that requires cotton yarn. But anyway, new year, new me, right? Yeah, I have this in this lemon lime color. The other cotton skein that I actually worked with was, it was also a Lion brand. Don't remember. It wasn't Kobo. It was another one. But it was like a cotton blend, so it stretched. And I made a market bag last year. It was one of the patterns that I intended to release. Or was that in 19? I think that was 19. Anyway, it was one of the patterns I was going to release in 19, I think. And I tried to go out and take product pictures with it. I went to this area that has a farmer's market, and I thought the pictures would be cool. But it stretched too much, and I was very unhappy. So I said, forget it. I'll put the pattern away. I'll rework it, improve upon it later. So now I have the materials to do that, and I'm excited about that. I don't remember if I showed off my luxury yarn haul via video last year, but I did a little end of the year haul with Darn Good Yarn. I like their luxury yarns. As a matter of fact, the very first frost fighter that I made, that is now in the hands of a friend. It was actually made with one of their yarns. I used to be subscribed to their box, and I got one of their watercolor skeins, and I just started knitting it, just basic garter stitch basically, and I knitted it up with this color. I really like this color. If you guys know me, I typically wear a lot of black. Don't let these vivid colors fool you. I typically don't dress like this. But I usually have something very bright or loud that kind of pops out against the black that I wear, and I really enjoy that aesthetic. So anyway, long story short, I was finally able to go back and buy this after a very, very long time of not having it. I don't think I've had this color since 2018, so I am happy about that. And I bought the 10-pack of it because that's the only way they sell it now. I was like, darn. But I had a really, really good coupon. So I was able to go and do my little holiday yarn haul, which I wasn't expecting to be able to do. So I was really grateful to be able to do that. Again, I feel like I've said this before. Either it's deja vu or I said it before. But anyway, so I have 10 of these. I haven't knitted them yet. I just love the vibrance of them. I have a separate little basket that I leave. Well, yeah, I have a separate little basket that I leave my luxury yarns in. So this is one of them that I bought. And then I bought this. Again, I got a skein initially in my subscription box. And it's been on my shelf, or on my hook. Not my crochet hook, but I have hooks on my shelves that I hang these on. But anyway, they've been stored, and I wanted another one because I was thinking about making an airway shawl with it, I think. I'm pretty sure it was an airway shawl. However, at this point, I don't think I want to make an airway shawl with it. It's very pretty. Very pretty gradient. There's some sea green in here. I don't know if you can really tell on the camera. But on one hand, I want to make one of my older patterns, and on the other hand, I want to design something totally different. This yarn is very thin, but I will be using a 4mm hook. I refuse to use a 3.5 ever again. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to figuring out what I want to do with the two hanks that I have of this color and making them up. I'm sure it's going to be something really fun. I just don't know yet. I also bought this because, again, me and my love of bright colors, which again, you'd never be able to tell by the way I dress most of the time. But anyway, my love of bright colors inspires me, and this is called, I think it's California Sky. I don't remember. Because one of them's Cloudy Sky. This one's California Sky. That was correct. Okay. I have two of these because they're very pretty. And I wanted them, and that was the only reason that I bought them. So now I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I might make an airway shawl because I really like my airway shawl with a lot of colors. And this might be a really interesting combination. Again, the yarn is very thin. It's like a lace weight, I think. But also, I will be using a 4mm because we're not going back below that hook size. Oh my gosh. I just say more power to the people that use super small hooks when they crochet, and God bless the people who do crochet thread, because I cannot. My patience is like this when it comes to super, super thin yarn, unless it's something like this. So, yeah, more power to you. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video watching me ramble about my yarn collection. If so, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. You can leave me a comment down below. You can check me out on my various social media, which is linked in my description box below, as well as signing up for my email list. As I've said before, I'll be launching my website hopefully mid-February, so you're going to want a front row seat. Be one of the first people to know when it launches. I'm super excited about that. If you have noticed my shirt and you really like it, it is available in my Teespring shop, which again is listed in the description box below. Just click the IWhitley.card.co link and find all my stuff there. And until next time, guys, happy making.